The following video is kind of weird if you don't know the history of the bike. I didn't do any intro or tell you what we were doing before I started doing it. It's a 1974 Norton 850 Commando that came in June last year. We did a bunch of stuff to it, and while it was here we discovered that the side stand was missing. So I ordered a side stand kit, went to install it, and found out the reason it was missing is that at some point in its history the bike had been crashed pretty badly on the left side, and the side stand mount was bent up so that the new side stand, if we were to bolt it on, would stick out basically horizontally and not even come near. It'd be about 8 inches off the ground. So we decided that we would try to make an adapter that would bolt onto the existing bent side stand mount, have a machinist maybe take a 1/4 inch or a 1/2 inch thick piece of cast iron or really hard iron and bend it at about a 45-degree angle, drill a couple of holes, and bolt the new side stand to that and that to the old bent mount. A good plan. More difficult than we thought. So anyway, we did some measuring, and the machinist went off to make a prototype so we could do some fitting and fondling. While he did that, I took off for 50 days on vacation back east. So now I have the next to final product. It's steel, beautifully machined, and the following videos show us attempting to clamp it onto the existing bent mount and adjusting the angle of the dangle so that the side stand will give a good lean angle when it's extended. We think we've got all the information now. We're going to have to make a couple modifications to the this final one. Maybe make the bottom of it a little longer, either by welding an appendage to it or by making another version. But anyway, that's what the following videos are about: us fitting the side stand mount to the new side stand to the bent mount, trying to get a good side stand for this incredibly beautiful 1974 850 Commando. All right, so here we go. By the way, is this not one of the prettiest Nortons you've ever seen? Isn't it just beautiful? Just about stone stock and lovely. I believe that when a Norton is on the lift, normally, the side stand comes down and just barely touches the edge of the lift right here, which means that this should come down maybe another inch. But what we're going to do now is take the bike off the stand, off the lift, and see how it leans with it clamped on with the C-clamp. That part's going to need a little revision also. So that's where we are. I've got it C-clamped in place, which is not trustworthy, believe me. We're going to go off to the flat floor and lean it to the left and see what the lean angle is, and take a video there. So, first observation, probably needs to come down a little bit farther. But we're going to do a test now and see how it works. All right, well, Kevin is holding the bike vertical, and I was wrong. That side stand is touching the ground right now with it clamped in place. So it doesn't need to come down. I would say it probably needs to go up just a little bit. Okay, now Kevin, I'm going to back out of here a little bit. Okay, now just barely move it to the right.
To the right?
Yeah, I'm sorry, to my right, your left.
Yeah.
And so right where it is now, it would be a very vertical sitting. And we would want it to lean a little bit farther. So, we can take that adapter off and put it in the press and maybe bend it up a little bit and try this again. Okay?
Because it can lean a little bit, yeah.
It should lean more than that.
More than that, absolutely.
Okay, very good. So we're going to stop this and maybe try to straighten that adapter out just a little bit in the press. Here we go. Well, it just so happens I have two Nortons right here in the shop. This nice little yellow one, earlier model. And look at the lean angle on that. That's a nice parking angle. And then this is the 75, and it's got a little bit steeper angle, I think, but it's a good angle. It's a very comfortable side stand angle. So that's what we're going to aim for with this adapter on this one that we're trying now. Now I just lifted it up a little bit. Are you, where are you on that? Just barely touching, or?
No.
Yeah, okay, good. Take it down.
See, I can.
That's about where it's going to sit.
Yep. Yeah.
You happy with that? You think we should go a little more? I sort of like it.
Yeah, and it's actually going to lean a little more. I'm not going too far because I don't trust that clamp.
Sure.
But I think once we got it in there, that it'll flex just a bit more. I think we'll be somewhere in between those two.
Yeah, I don't mind that at all.
Mm-mm.
I'm going to leave it at that point. Okay? And we'll have the machinist come over and we'll talk about that and a couple of other small modifications and maybe get this done. Get her done. Oh boy. All right, so there's the adapter. There's the clamp holding it in place. And lift the bike vertical. I'm going to see how this fits underneath. If we can clear your foot when we try it, okay? Okay, it goes back. And it stops. So we'll do a little work on stop. But it should go in there just fine.
Mm-hmm.
I think it'll go in there just fine once we do a little work on the stop right there. Cool. All right. Neat. Okay, I'm going to call this done for the day, and we will look into what we need to do. Okay, and is the focus? Is the focus?
It's in the center.
Is it on the bolt?
Yes.
Not back. Okay, good. All right. So now the next thing is that this apparently is a little bit short. When I put this up against the bolt, right about here where it sits, we're right against the back end where the bolt is going to have to go through. So we're going to have to extend this piece by about the thickness of the bolt plus some more, because we've got lots of room back here. I'd say the better part of 3/4 of an inch to an inch will give us more meat and more allow us to drill the bolt holes through it. So this is good, but it's got to come out to about here on the end. The easiest way would be to just weld an extension on here rather than completely remachine it. I'll let the machinist make that decision. The angle's good. I think the angle's good. So we're down now to extending the length of the adapter, and once that's done, then we can mark the hole and drill it and maybe even bolt it on. This has been a much larger project than I thought. In my mind, I saw a bent piece of metal. This is beautiful, honestly. So we'll see how it turns out with this part extended out to about right here, lengthening it. That's where we are. Good enough. Isn't this neat? I have a brace of 3 beautiful Nortons here in the shop. This is the one we're working on the side stand. This is the 75 that's ready to be picked up. This is the 71 that we're working on now. And I just received the new clutch plates. So anyway, here are the clutch plates for this yellow one. Here's the side stand for the one over there and the new bracket. So progress is being made. I'll probably put these clutch plates in tomorrow. And I'm going to call it a day right now. And no reason why this yellow one shouldn't be roadworthy tomorrow with any amount of luck at all. So that's where we are.